Hello, my name's Greg Watford and welcome to this video called Are Your iPhone Videos Upside Down? Stay with me while I explain why sometimes your videos may be upside down when using an iPhone, and I'm going to give you a quick tip on how you can easily reverse that and bring them around the right direction. So let's have a look at the iPhone and explain why your videos are sometimes upside down. So I'll just remove my cover so you can see what I'm doing. Here. So now there are two lenses on an iPhone. You already know this yourself. On the back you've got a 5 megapixel lens, and on the front you've got a 2 megapixel lens. And I normally shoot it by, here's the home button down the bottom. I normally turn my camera anti-clockwise, and when I do that and activate the app to take a photo, either a normal pic or a video, the red button sits right beside the home. The red shutter button sits right beside the home. So, and I go click, and away I go, and I'll be normally taking a video from this direction. Now, if I need to take a video, like a selfie, from this direction, I turn it around, and I turn the lens around, that is, and I've still got the home button on the right-hand side and the shutter button towards the right. Now, it turns out, when I shoot in this direction from the front of the phone, the video will be upside down. If I shoot in this direction from the back of the phone, the video will be the right way up. Is that the case with you? Now, there's another trick too, just to bear in mind. Home button at the bottom. If I turn it clockwise, the volume control with the plus, you can see it up the top there, is actually a shutter button in OS 7. So a lot of people turn their phones clockwise and use this volume control as the shutter button when they're taking pics. Now, it turns out if you do it that way, it'll be upside down from the back of the phone, and it'll be the right way up from the front of the phone. It's just the exact opposite of the first way. So just bear that in mind, is if you turn it anti-clockwise and you've got the home button to the right, if you shoot out of the back of the phone, they'll be the right way up. If you shoot out of the front of the phone, they'll be inverted, and vice versa when you turn it around. Look, by the way, one thing before I go on, some people are a bit concerned about, oh, look, we've got a 5 megapixel lens at the back, and only a 2 megapixel at the front. You think, oh well, there'll be a poor quality. Look, I've just recently shot a video, and it's called "How Does a Truck Driver?" or how does a truckie make it online? How does a truckie make it online? And I just shot it with this phone on a tripod off the front of the phone with a 2 megapixel lens. You have a look at the quality of that. You'd be surprised, well, I was, on how good it turned out. So just bear that in mind. Both directions produce very good images. So now let's get back to it. So we've explained why they're upside down in certain circumstances. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, hang on a minute, I've been taking pics with my iPhone and taking videos, and I've never seen any of my photos, any of my videos upside down. The reason being is because you've been watching it on an iPhone, an iPad, or a Mac desktop, laptop, an Apple product, in other words. If it's done with an Apple product, if you're viewing an Apple product, it'll be round the right way. The reason being is when the iPhone produced the JPEG or the MOV video, it embedded some data inside the file to do with the orientation. And an Apple product will look for that data to put the image around the right way. If you download that file onto a Windows-based PC, as I have, I've only got Windows-based PCs and laptops. What happens is you end up with the raw image, because Windows doesn't look at that data that's embedded in the file, and that's when you're going to say to yourself, hey, how am I going to turn this around the right way? Which I'll show you in just a minute. Look, there's one other thing. With Windows 8, I do believe that Now Microsoft have got it all worked out, and it does look at the data that's embedded into the file, and it will rotate it around the right way. The reason being is that I had a friend, the one that I interviewed in that video I was just mentioning to you, how does a truckie make it online, the truckie, he's got a Windows 8 computer, all my computers are Windows 7, and he was saying no, it's around the right way for him. So just bear that one in mind as well. So now, if you've got the situation you want to turn it around, what do you do about it? It's very simple. So here's the answer. It's all to do with Apple QuickTime Player. Now you need the Pro version, not the free version. So it's Apple QuickTime. So let's have a look and let's go and turn it around the right way. Okay, so what we've got here is our Windows Explorer, and I've just opened it up into the folder where I've happen to have just a couple of videos, and you notice that one is upside down and the other one's the right way up. But let's have a look at this one that's upside down. I'll show you how easy it is to turn it around and also save it the right way around. So I've just right-clicked on it, and we can open it up. What we're going to do is open it up in QuickTime Player. See, we can open up Movie Maker, iTunes Movie Maker, QuickTime, VLC Player, which I use a lot, and even Windows Media Player. But the one you want is Apple QuickTime Player. Now this is, I'll just click it, this is the Pro version, and there it is there. So this is the Pro version. So you need to actually upgrade your free Apple QuickTime with this Pro version, and you can see that the video is around the right way, and all you've got to do is go File, Export, and there you go. You can go and export it. You can give it any name you want. I've left it as an MOV here, and you can see here in this drop down that you can change it to an MP4 if you wish, even to an AVI file. So anyhow, I just normally just leave it as the QuickTime movie, and it ends up as an MOV still, but round the right way. So all you got to do is click Save, and that's it. So just one more time, it's File, Export, and you export it and save it to a folder somewhere, and away you go. You got it round the right way. Now, there's one other tip about the Apple's QuickTime Pro is this one here. If you go Window, go Movie Properties, and you highlight the video track and go Visual Settings, you can rotate it and flip it and change its size, change the aspect ratio, do whatever you want to do with it. So I'll just show you that one again. I'll just close that out. It's in Windows, Movie Properties, and you need to highlight the video track. So you go to Visual Settings right here, 1, 2, 3, click, and there it is there. And you can see right here it says flip, rotate, and the directions that you can flip and rotate. So you can play around with the video if you so wish, just by doing that. And once you've rotated, well, look, what I'll do is I'll show you. I might as well do it once for you. And here we go. So I've highlighted that. Right, let's go and rotate it. There we go. Rotate on its side. Okay. So, and I can flip it back. Let me just show you that. Just go one more time, flip it back, and there it is, flip back again. So that's just a neat little trick with Windows QuickTime Pro. So there you go. That's how you do it. Isn't it easy when you know the answer? Look, thank you for staying with me with this video. And if you feel that you've received value from it, please like, comment and share. And I'll catch you in another video. Bye for now.